I mean, I'm just gonna just like go right into it. I just want to ask you though, how do you feel about seeing that fight? Just really think about it. Just how'd you really feel about seeing both of them fight each other? Because the first thing I thought about was the kid, man. I thought about the baby. I'm like, the baby got to be able to see her mama with knots and shit on her head, man. And then the baby got to see her other like second mom with gashes on her chest and shit, and a busted lip and all that type of stuff. What is the baby gonna process from seeing that shit? Baby's not stupid. They're gonna process something. And then your Messiah provoked the whole thing. He felt like violence was the only way and shit. But the whole thing is your Messiah has to understand that the Empress don't want to be in a polygamy relationship. You can end all that. There will be no violence. If there was just a respect of her womanhood, it's just a respect of saying like, hey, I'm just not about that shit. I want just my man. I just want just him. I don't want I see my dude that I care about fucking this girl or spending time with this girl or loving on this girl. Like she probably don't want to feel those type of emotions based on whatever happened in her childhood or based on whatever her astrological makeup is or whoever she is as a person. She just blatantly telling y'all, really to me, is I don't, how I look at it and shit is like she ain't down with it. And it's like, how long? Like, look how long, dude been trying to convince her of that shit, and she's still fighting behind that shit. After all that time, she not gonna stop. She what 2 years, 3 years? When you were watching the whole shit, like back in the day and everything, it's like you seen fights then, you seen arguments then, man. What do you think them arguments was about, man? So that shit is not gonna change ever. You know what's gonna change? Eventually, one day, she's gonna kill somebody. Whether it's him, whether it's one of y'all, or somebody else who's threatening that position, eventually she is going to kill somebody. She feels hellfire disrespected. I have to lower herself, dog, to that type of environment and that type of living arrangement and everything, man. And it's just something that you probably would have to look out for. See, I'm not so concerned about what they may do to you, or if they have a conflict with you or violence and stuff that may come thinking about bringing your way and shit like that. I feel like it may happen. A lot of other people may feel like it's gonna happen, but you know, I'm more concerned about what you gonna do to them. See, I understand what your DNA is. I understand you are Anglo-Saxon queen. I've seen you stab a bowl violently in that kitchen. I seen you take that curtain rod in the act of anger and smash it up against that damn washing machine and put dents in it. I seen that. I watched you do that. I sat there and watched you do that in a fit of rage. So by me understanding and doing research on Anglo-Saxon tribes, that same dramatic tribe that conquered London, that's where your ancestry come from. So I studied that. You may not study it to the point that I studied it, but I studied it. And I understand what that is. Eventually, you're going to get pushed to a limit and you might kill somebody and not even realize it. Remember when you used to tell me about you was used to watch Lifetime, all the crime of passion and the girls that kill their husbands and all that type of shit. Why do you think you were attracted to that? Why did you think that you watching that was just so incredibly cool to you? Because you can relate to it because it's inside you. They didn't have no shows on there where it was black women, killing their husbands and shit like that and crimes of passion. It was white females, and that's why you liked it, because you saw something in that attached to who you are as a person, and it was entertaining to you, and you watched it. Let's talk about facts and actuality, like you say. Your DNA is Anglo-Saxon. You come from that Germanic tribe, like I said, that conquered London. You are a queen in that retrospect. And like I just told you, your ancestors used to own niggas like that. Now I feel like Anglo-Saxon women want to be able to help other cultures. Yeah, you can help other cultures. You could be able to do things for other cultures. You could be able to help humanity in the way that you're supposed to help humanity. But no Anglo-Saxon woman is going to be ruled over by a person who calls themselves a nigger. That's when you run off the road.